As my video producer / media director, Dan Rubach from Australia says, good on ya, mate. This audiobook was originally published as part of Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad's Advisor series of books, and quickly became the best-selling book on precious metals investing of this century and perhaps all time. Translated into 11 languages and available worldwide, it is the result of 6 years of research and 2.5 years of writing. It is the culmination of 2 books which were distilled, condensed, and edited down to one, losing 23 chapters and over 1,000 pages in the process. If you enjoy this audiobook and you want to learn more, please visit my educational website, wealthcycles.com, where you can find many of the missing chapters. When you listen to the audiobook or visit my website, you will see that I'm a cycles investor. You'll learn more about that later in the audiobook. And I believe that we are in the portion of the economic cycle where gold and silver will prove to be some of the best performing assets of our time, so the vast majority of my personal wealth is invested in precious metals. In 2002, I discovered that gold was severely undervalued and started buying shortly after it broke the $300 barrier. By April of the following year, I discovered how undervalued silver was compared to gold and started buying silver while it was still under $5 an ounce, and I've been buying ever since. In 2005, I started an online precious metals dealership, goldsilver.com, and in 2008 published this book. I believe in these economic waves and cycles so strongly that I wrapped my entire life around them and thus have bet my financial future on them. But my point is that, yes, I am a precious metals dealer, but I was a precious metals investor first. The big question that is not answered in this book is when to sell. In Chapter 7, you'll learn the difference between price, how many dollars something is worth, and value, how much other stuff something is worth. My strategy for determining when to sell is based on measuring gold and silver's value for more than a century against real estate, stocks, bonds, oil, and a whole host of other investment classes. One day, gold and silver will go into a bubble, and I want to make sure that I ride this bull market all the way to the top. At my educational website, wealthcycles.com, you can learn how to measure this for yourself, or, if you prefer, you can sign up for my Insiders program where we will do it for you. You'll also learn my exit strategy and which asset class I will be investing in when I sell my metals. If you are going to invest in gold and silver before finishing this audiobook, please skip to Part 4, How to Invest in Precious Metals, and read Chapters 14, Beware the Pitfalls, 15, Who Are You and What's Your Plan, and 16, Let's Get Physical, before you take any action. There are a lot of scams out there, and the reason you bought this audiobook is to make sure you prosper and don't get hurt. If you're going to use an online dealer, we at goldsilver.com would be honored if you would give us the opportunity to be of service to you. I'm proud to say that my business has grown to one of the largest and most reputable dealers in our industry. You can visit our website at goldsilver.com or call us at 1-888-319-8166.
Forward by Robert Kiyosaki, read by Steve Stratton. I've known Mike Maloney for some time now. One thing I always hear people say about Mike is, that guy's really smart. The reason they say this is because Mike knows a lot of facts, and I mean a lot of facts. Plenty of people know facts. What sets Mike apart from the pack is his uncanny ability to connect the dots. Mike isn't just a smart person. He's a visionary who can take a large amount of information and find usable and important patterns. This audiobook covers a lot of history. Specifically, it covers the history of money, or as Mike would remind us, the history of money and currency, which are two entirely different things. In it, you will discover how the interaction between money and currency has steered empires throughout time. And yes, it even steers the great American empire today. You will also see how that steering affects you and your financial well-being, and you will learn how to use it to your advantage. But Mike isn't just a historian. He's an expert. Specifically, he's an expert on gold and silver. Mike's focus on history has a very important reasoning behind it: to make you wealthy. Mike sees the same thing I've been seeing for quite some time now. Capitalism in America is sick.